Hey guys, welcome to my new channel, Everything RC 312. I will be showing you how to work with frequencies, motor upgrades, FPV systems, and converting regular toys to RC vehicles. So stick with me and let me show you the beautiful hobby of the RC world. Thank you. So what you're looking at here was an old Tonka garbage truck. But what I did do is convert it into an RC from scratch. It had no electronic components such as motors. It was just a, push toy like any other kid would play with. But you can modify it and you could also add your own RC motors. And I'm going to show you exactly what to do. So what I did is I converted this dumpster garbage truck into a missile launching vehicle. And so stick around and let me know what you think about the transformation. All right, guys, what we have here is a Tonka garbage truck. It's not RC at all. It's a type of toy that you push around with. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert it into RC. It has no motors. We're going to open it up, and we're going to show you from beginning to end, and I'm going to show you how we could just easily, toys that people throw away, we can turn them into beautiful pieces of art. So what you have to do is you have to remove all the screws, and as you can see, it just has little metal bars that are holding the tires. For the front and the back, it has no types of motors. So we're going to add a gearbox to it. It's got some electronic components, but that's just for the noise. As you can see, the speaker. So we're going to get to it. I'm going to show you what kind of gearbox you can use. And we're going to salvage some parts of this truck. So I find a gearbox. It's the closest thing that actually would fit there. It won't fit there because of the, as you can see, the sides. We're going to cut those sides. And I'm going to show you how to glue it and apply it on the frame so it doesn't come off easily. I cut the side of the gearbox, as you can see, but you see the bottom gear, it's not going to fit flush. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut a hole in the bottom of the frame. I've already marked it there, as you can see. So I'm going to show you how it's going to fit flush as soon as I cut it. All right, guys, I cut it, and as you can see, it fits flush. Make sure you use an epoxy for plastic. JB Weld has a pretty good one. Use that one. Totally recommend it. Let's see the next step. Now, the truck came with these rings, as you can see. And what these rings are going to do is they're going to help the gearbox stay in place. So make sure you use the factory components that come with it. And as you can see, it should work fabulously. All right, the gearbox is in place, and so are all the tires, and it looks fantastic. It's going to work. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to demonstrate. I was kind of actually surprised that it came out perfectly. All right, I'm going to use a 7.2 volt battery to show you the torque that actually it applies to the motor. So, man, it was mission accomplished. You can see the next thing is the steering box, and it is pretty hard. We accomplished the transmission, but the steering has to be done. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to cut a piece of plastic, and I found this from Jada RC car. So we're gonna use this steering box. We're gonna remove the tires, and we're just gonna add the tires that come with it. So we're gonna see. Hopefully it fits and actually works pretty well. I had to remove almost all the front, but I had to reinforce it with some glue and the housing unit of the steering box. So as you can see, it came out pretty good. So what I did is I added screws with plastic, and you have to use the JB epoxy for plastic. It works wonders. So you need to use that to reinforce it. If you don't, you're going to have a catastrophic failure. Now, as you can see, the gearbox is exposed. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put a piece of plastic. You could put any type of piece of plastic or even tape, but you got to make sure you do not get no epoxy. And that's what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of plastic and we're going to cover it all with epoxy so we don't get no debris and it damages the gearbox. So this is the JB Weld plastic bonder epoxy. This is the best one to use for this type of project. Remember, guys, you use it on the bottom and the top of the steering box, and the same thing for the transmission on the back. I'm going to show you right now. As you can see, I did a nice thick coat, sanded down to make it look flush. And then the back, as you can see, I coated it so you get no type of garbage. You don't want no type of debris to go in your box, because as soon as it does, you're gonna have a serious malfunction, and you're gonna literally have to scrap that transmission gearbox. All right, we're going to be using this missile launching system, which comes from a Soldier Force knockoff G.I. Joe vehicle. We're going to add this to the back of the bed, and we're going to turn the garbage truck into a missile launching vehicle, similar to the ones that the Russians use. So I picked a deep forest green, which is the color that the Russian army uses. So what I'm going to try to do is mimic the similar vehicles that are being used today in militaries from around the world. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add everything together. I'm going to have it painted, and I'm going to show you the finished product. So here is the finished product. I added the missile launching system on the bed. So as you can see, it moves left to right, forward, back. And I also added a pyrotechnic, which, of course, you know, it wouldn't be a missile launcher without the launching system. You can see the bottom's been painted too. So as you can see, this is the finished product. This is the missile launching system, or the MLRS, known as the missile launching rocket system. It is a vehicle, RC, but I also converted it into pyrotechnics. So what is a missile launching system without, of course, it's rockets. So I made a short video, and I want you to let me know what you think about it. So sit back, relax, and check it out.